Hey, I'm Meggie Kay. So in this video, I'm gonna kind of show you what I eat in Japan. I'm gonna kind of just record all of my meals for the week so you can kind of see especially what I eat at school, because I do get school lunch and I think that's interesting. And kind of like what I do at home is pretty basic. I'm not much of a cook, mainly because I don't like cooking. I find it to be a chore. It's not something I enjoy doing. But I try to eat pretty cheap as well. But yeah, so I figured I would show you what I eat at the school lunch as well as what I make at home. And as well, I'm gonna try and include all of the prices for everything, because for some reason there's this like rumor that things in Japan are really expensive and it's really difficult to eat cheaply. Now, I don't really think that's true. I think you can eat cheaply in Japan. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of show you what typical prices are for things in Japan if you're interested in that kind of stuff. So it is Monday morning. I'm getting ready for work and I don't really eat breakfast because I'm not usually that hungry in the morning. But I do have coffee, so yay, coffee. And yeah, so there's no real breakfast. I will film what my school lunch is today. We had chahan, which is like a fried rice kind of dish. So there was carrots and corn and I believe pork in it. The soup was chuka soup, which is like a Japanese version of Chinese food. It was mostly just vegetables, bean sprouts, carrots, onions. You'll see that theme throughout school lunch. Clearly, today's menu was a Chinese-inspired menu. Now, the final part was shumai. Now, I love dumplings. And this is the first time I've ever seen these on a menu at school, so I was a little bit excited at first until I tried it. And it was a tofu shumai, and it tasted like someone had pre-chewed it. It was super gross, actually, and I didn't eat it. Alright, so I am back home from work and I kind of feel like snacking on something, so I'm gonna snack on this because I want something sweet. So this is a Ghana milk chocolate bar. So I'm gonna have that, and I'm just gonna finish off the coffee that I made at work that I didn't finish, so it's in here. And yeah, I'm gonna just snack on that this afternoon and clean up my apartment because it's really messy right now. Hence why I'm filming against my curtain. For dinner, I had some pumpkin soup. Now, I made this soup the day before, and I basically took a quarter of a pumpkin. This is a cool thing about Japanese grocery stores, that they'll actually cut up the produce. So you can buy a half or a quarter instead of a full. Chopped it up, and I also threw in a carrot because, I don't know, it's orange. Basically, a little extra vegetables in my pumpkin soup. It's all good. And so I just boiled it and blended it up with a little bit of milk. Now, I probably had about a third of the entire amount of soup I had. I also cooked up a sweet potato. So I just chopped it, a little bit of oil, roasted it in my mini oven thing I have. And that is my dinner. So it's a little bit after dinner and I'm gonna have like a little dessert kind of thing. And I found these at the store, these chocolate chip rings. And I thought they looked good, so I'm gonna have one of these. And this whole pack was 100 yen, or like just under 100 yen before tax. So yeah, I'm gonna have one of these and a hot chocolate. And the hot chocolate, I think the bag, like the bag of hot chocolate mix, was like around 300 yen. And it lasts me quite a while and I drink quite a bit of hot chocolate. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of just enjoy a little dessert. So today for breakfast, I had something a little bit different. I have this occasionally. So it's a chocolate flavored, kind of like a meal replacement. There's like vitamins and whatever. It's good. I like to make it with water and a little bit of coffee, so there is some coffee in it. But yeah, occasionally this is what I'll have instead of just a plain coffee. Today we had plain rice. The soup was mozuku soup. Now, mozuku is a type of seaweed, so that was the main ingredient in the soup. And of course, they put in some vegetables and a little bit of tofu into it as well, so it's not just seaweed. Lastly, there was this tofu stir-fry kind of thing, which was mostly just like tofu and carrots in some kind of a sauce. It was decent. So for dinner, I had more of that pumpkin soup. Again, I had about a third of it, and I paired it with a tuna melt. Now, cheese in Japan can be a little bit expensive, but I don't actually like cheese that much, and really maybe every 2 to 3 months, I just crave a grilled cheese. It's one of those childhood things. So I'll buy, a pack of cheese every couple of months, so it doesn't matter that it's kind of expensive. And it was just a can of tuna, obviously some mayo to mix in with the tuna, and bread in this tuna melt. Lunch today was plain rice again and kashiwa soup. Now the soup is pretty simple with vegetables and tofu, and I believe there might have been some chicken in there. But yeah, pretty plain soup. And in the top dish is mackerel in a yuzu miso sauce, which is delicious. They've put this sauce on grilled chicken before as well, and it is so good. I kind of want to learn how to make it. Miso sauce, A+. Finally, in the last bit of that top dish is some seasoned. It almost tastes kind of pickled, like it was a little bit sour. But yeah, just cabbage and carrots. Nothing special. So after work, I was feeling a little bit peckish again. And today I decided to have a peanut butter and banana sandwich, just half. And I just ate the other half of the banana by itself. So, a little bit of an after-school snack. Alright, so it is dinner time, and tonight I'm going to be cooking gyoza. Now, I like to buy it in these packages. I've never had this brand before because I went to the small grocery store near my house and not the bigger one that I normally go to. But we're gonna have gyoza, and I like buying them in these packages, so all of the difficult parts are done, and I just need to put them in a frying pan, and then we're good to go because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna cook these up. With the gyoza, I paired just a carrot. I chopped it up, and there is some Caesar salad dressing for me to dip the carrots in, as well as some soy sauce on the side for the gyoza. Hello, good morning. So breakfast, it's not breakfast, it's just a coffee. That's all I'm having today, like I do most days. Yay. This is kind of a boring what I eat video because things don't change very often for me. So breakfast, coffee, hey. So today's rice was like a mixed rice kind of thing with some pork and carrots in it. The soup was wakame soup, which is another kind of seaweed. And there was also some onions in the soup as well. The last part of today's lunch was a nut cookie. This was actually filmed on White Day, which is a Valentine's-esque holiday. So on these kinds of days, they like to do a special menu. So there would be a cookie or maybe a little cake or whatever is traditionally eaten on the holiday. So yeah, on White Day, we had a nut cookie. Okay, so it's the afternoon, I'm home from work, and I've been snacking on some chips. These are the kind I like. These are the extra crispy, crunchy chips. I got the salt flavor this time, even though I really like the black pepper too. Black pepper is probably my favorite, but I got the salt ones, and I've been snacking on this. I'll probably eat maybe half this bag. I won't eat the whole thing. And I have a green tea latte as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna snack and try and do a few things, edit a video, whatnot. So yeah, snacks. For dinner, I needed to finish off the pumpkin soup that I had, so I had that as well as some chicken. Now this chicken I buy like pre-marinated, and I cook it all up, but I only ate about half of the package. And I also paired that with some green beans. And I buy frozen green beans just because, one, I love green beans, and I like to eat a lot of green beans. And in the grocery store, if you buy it fresh, you'll get like maybe 5 beans for like $4. So I buy them frozen here. This is actually a pretty common dish in Japan called oyakodon, directly translated as parent-child rice bowl, which is chicken and egg. Yeah. So there's also some onions and carrots mixed in with it because that's what school lunch likes to do. And there was also this bean sprout kind of thing on the side as well. So for dinner, I didn't actually cook. A few friends messaged, were like, hey, we should go out for dinner, and we went to a local Indian curry place. So I had naan, spinach curry, coconut chicken curry, and it comes with salad and rice as well. So that was dinner. Alright, so I'm here to kind of wrap up this video, end it, because, yeah. So I didn't film like Saturday or Sunday because I was like going on a trip. So it's kind of like not a full week, but like a full work week of what I typically eat here in Japan. And one thing I wanted to mention before I go, since I'm kind of including prices of things in this as well, is that school lunch is not free. You do have to pay for the school lunch. Now, this varies from school to school. So when I first came to Japan, I had 8 schools. So at each school, it was a different price for school lunch. I think the cheapest was 210 yen for one school lunch, and the most expensive was, I want to say 360 yen. Maybe it's 340. I kind of forget. That was my island school, and I would just pay every time I visited the school to the office lady there. Whereas all my other schools, I had a sheet of paper and I'd write down how many times I visited the school in a month, and then give it to my BOE, and they would tell me how much I owe. But yeah, things can vary a bit for prices, and these days I have been cut down to only 2 schools because my town added another ALT. Before it was just me, and now there's 2 of us, so I am down to 2 schools. And because both of these schools are the same price for lunch, I can pay monthly with like the monthly price. So before, I would do like each visit, like each individual lunch I was charged for, whereas if you do like a monthly fee, it's a little bit cheaper than if you were to pay for each one separately. You know what I mean? So it's like a monthly, there's a little bit of a discount. So now with just the 2 schools, I pay 4,300, right? 4,300 a month. I think that's correct. If I am wrong, I will put it here that I am incorrect, but I'm pretty sure it is 4,300 as like the monthly fee for my school lunch. But yeah, I guess that is it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I'll be back with another video soon. Bye.